Bad press can end careers, but what about the artists who turn it into career wins? So I was reading Tate McRae's Rolling Stone cover story. This is the one where the shoot was done by Corinne Backoff, who took this iconic photo of Nicole Kidman, by the way. Anyway, in the interview, Tate was talking about how in early 2025, months before her album So Close to What was due out, hundreds of her unreleased songs leaked online. Like, I'm talking over 600 songs. She said she was devastated. She said it felt like her entire phone had been exposed. But instead of panicking, she flipped it. So she released a Leak This t-shirt as part of her merch, and then all of her fans refused to listen early so that it didn't affect her chart debut. In fact, it actually became her first US #1 album. Then another time, a clip of her singing into an upside down microphone went viral and made people question whether she lip syncs. Check this out. That is one loud backing track. Anyway, she clapped back by posting a live vocal take. Because her mindset was simple. This sucks. How do I use it? That instinct is not new. It's been used by the best. Let's get into it. Let's start with Taylor Swift. So in 2016, the internet decided she was over. There was the snake emojis. There was all these cancellation jokes. There was that leaked phone call between her and Kanye that Kim Kardashian essentially released on Snapchat. The narrative around her was set, but Taylor didn't explain herself. She disappeared, and then she came back with Reputation, and she played into the villain era. She didn't fight the headline. She actually designed her career moves around it. She turned Outrage into one of the most highest grossing tours of all time. And Madonna, she mastered this decades earlier. So every time culture told her she'd gone too far with sex, with religion, with her portrayal of power, she went even further. She knowingly used religious imagery that she knew would be controversial in the video for Like a Prayer. And she premiered that video in a $5 million Pepsi commercial in 1989, which Pepsi later pulled because it got so much backlash from everyone, including the Vatican, because she didn't care about the backlash. She needed to be counterculture to ensure that she was staying relevant within culture. And she figured out pretty early that if institutions are angry, you're probably doing something right. Then there's Eminem. So before cancel culture even had a name, he built a character who said the worst things imaginable as a way to parody the critics. Slim Shady wasn't just provocative. It was Eminem parodying himself and controlling the narrative around him. You know, the narrative that he was corrupting youth, that he was promoting misogyny, that he was encouraging violence. And he did this before anyone else could. And finally, Jay-Z. So when his personal life became, public criticism, partly thanks to Beyonce, his wife, releasing Lemonade and revealing his infidelity, he didn't spin it, he actually dissected it. So just over a year after Lemonade was released, Jay released 444 in 2017, where he turned the accusation into confession and confession into credibility.
On all this basic shit, so I apologize.
So his personal growth then became the headline. This is what I'm learning from some of the biggest artists who don't win by denying the moment. They absorb it, they reshape it, they use it. And most of the time they come back louder, sharper, and usually more rich. I'm Poppy Reed. I tell stories about music, film, and culture. Hit follow for more.